Okay, sir, what do I need to show you to convince you to join in Monster Hunter World? Seriously. Because having more people play this game just makes this game so much better. Because this is one of those games where you can definitely have a more of a like customizable play style where you can choose how you want to play Monster Hunter World. Do you want to be a long range fighter? Do you want to be a close range fighter? Do you want to be somebody that relies a little bit more on items? Do you not? Like, do you like to focus the head of the monster, the tail of the monster, doing fast attacks, doing slow, powerful attacks? Like, it's just, and it changes up every single hunt. Are you somebody that likes to capture every time? Do you like to kill every time? It just changes up the hunt so much. And then sometimes monsters are super aggressive, sometimes they're not, sometimes they move around more, sometimes they don't. It's just everything makes this game such a different experience every single time, and having new people play it and they discover something either about the style that they want to use or a monster that they really just love hunting. Like my favorite hunt monsters to hunt are not everybody's favorite monsters to hunt. And so it's just nice being like kind of pulled into maybe not your favorite hunts, but so then that way it's just like, but then playing it with that certain person just makes it that much more fun. So having somebody else, especially somebody that doesn't really have experience with this game, having them join into this game just makes it that much more enjoyable. And man, like this game is just it's so different because it's everybody that doesn't have any kind of experience with Monster Hunter comes into this game and they think it's like a Devil May Cry hack and slash, and those people die so quickly because it's not. This is not a Devil May Cry hack and slash at all. This is a take your time, strategize, wait for openings, and strike. So, yeah. And the Monster Hunter roster, compared to older Monster Hunter games, is a little on the light handed side, but I think that's just because they wanted to have a good solid roster to open with and kind of get the game out sooner and be not an overwhelming experience for new players. So I feel like they went a little light-handed, but with the world of um, expansions, I think they're just going to continuously add on to this game, which is what we're going to be seeing coming this fall with Iceborne. I'm so excited. They're adding a whole new island. They haven't released how many monsters are going to be on that island, but the game is called Monster Hunter World, so I feel like that just means that they can continuously add on to this game with little to no hesitation. Because you're not gonna, like, it's Monster Hunter World. It's not like Monster Hunter Island. Oh, we added another island, kind of thing. Anyways, um, so there's I feel like a good digestible amount of monsters in this game. Every monster has um, like some monsters have some similarities when it comes to fighting styles. You'll kind of figure that out as you play. But every monster has its own like element or um, path of aggressiveness, or and it all of them have their own armor set. And all armor sets are completely buildable and interchangeable. Like there's nothing saying that you have to wear everything from one monster. Nope, not at all. You can mix and match, and you can look like a Frankenstein if you absolutely want to. it's up to you. Each gear piece does have its own like stats. So sometimes if you're looking for a certain stat build, I mean it's so like however you want to play. And then there's 10 classes, 10, 8? Oh my god, I feel like such a loser right now. Of types of weapons. So right now I'm using a longsword. I go between longsword, switch axe, and light bowgun. Kira does great sword, hammer, and what's the other weapon that he mostly does hammer. But you know, there's umpteen dozen weapons to choose from, and then each creature drops parts, and you can create a weapon from that creature. So hunting something enough so that you can get its full gear set and its weapon from that creature is like dope as shit. But everything just feels really good. So this is the beginning area. There's 4 areas in the game. 5. Technically 5. To hunt in, you can either just do random expeditions like what I'm on right now that has no time limit, and you can just kind of wander around and gather things and pick up footprints and all that kind of stuff. And you could just do that at a leisurely pace, no rush, or you can do actual quests where somebody out there has hired you to hunt something and has a money cash reward and that kind of stuff. So you can kind of choose. I can show you real quick. Oh, I guess I can't. She normally gives out the quests. I have to actually complete my expedition in order to accept a quest. It is like up to, you can have up to 4 hunters on a quest. There is a gathering hub where you can see other hunters and kind of hang out and goof off, arm wrestle, have a dance off, yeah. But yeah, let's see, can I show you? Unfortunately, I've been on this expedition for a decent amount of time, so all of the monsters have kind of left at the moment. Yeah, I don't even have a Beetlejuice. I don't even think he's here anymore. I think that's just because I was tracking him and then he left, and I think that's just the shadow of him not being here anymore. But yeah, so I don't know what to really show you to convince you to join us, because I feel like it's one of those games that for somebody to sit there and tell you to play it, like I can show you everything. I could show you all the high level gear, and I could show you all the monsters, and I could show you, but I don't feel like that's going to convince you to come along. I feel like you just have to have that slight peak of curiosity and an extra $60 in your pocket, or however much this game costs now, and just strap yourself in for a ride. So, because it's one of those games that it's that moment when you hunt your first monster and you succeed, or you get your ass kicked and you're like, oh my god, I can do so much better, like I know I can kick that thing's ass, that pull you in and you just become part of this world. I don't know, it's just really good times. So if there's something particular that you would like me to explain, or if you want me to show you some of the monsters or show you some of the gear, you know, I can absolutely do that. I can make another video, but if you're just kind of like, eh, you know, I don't really have the time or the energy or the funds to be pumping into another game right now, like I get it. But I will tell you this, when fall comes around and that expansion drops, that's where Kira and I will be until we kill everything. So if you want to join us on that hunting experience, the sooner you get Monster Hunter and the sooner you get, because I have a feeling that it's going to be possibly a late game content. So you're gonna need to have a good set of gear going into that expansion and hopefully figure out some good strategies for yourself. Um, if you're kind of looking to join. So if you want to join us, you better get this game sooner rather than later. It's what I'm trying to get at in a dorkishly roundabout way. I don't know, I just feel like with the type of games that you like, because you like a lot of the same kinds of games that I like and that Kira likes, I just feel like you would really, really like this game. Because all around it's just a very solid game. That's only gonna get better, because we're just gonna get more shit to fight. And that's this whole game. So, yeah. Feel free to message me. And if you do decide to get it, totally message me. And I will show you the ropes. I used to, I'm just gonna start rambling now. You can totally stop watching the video if you want to, but in Monster Hunter Tri, I was part of a really big clan. And in this particular clan, you had to try out to get in. Like, it wasn't something where they were like, oh, you want to be part of our clan? Here's an invite. No, you actually had to set up a time with them, and you had to go and hunt a monster by yourself. And they watched. So in other words, this creature got the health boosts for there being 4 hunters on site, and you had to hunt it within an X amount of time. So normally for hunts you get 50 minutes. Nope, you got 30. You had to hunt it in 30. And it was one of those things where they would type and they would be like, okay, we will count down, and that's when your time, or from the, when we see you make your first hit, you have 30 minutes to kill this thing by yourself. You know, they didn't help you heal, you could use whatever strategy you wanted to, you just had to down this thing. And you only got one shot. There was no redos. It was pretty much like, you know what's required of you, you're the one that picks the time, so if you didn't practice, sucks to suck. And normally you're allowed 3 deaths, they only allowed you 2, because sometimes shit was bullshit, and so they would excuse your first death. But I passed. It was awesome. I was like, I think it was like at the 27-minute mark, and kind of thinking I wasn't gonna do it, but it was so great. And then I became that person. I was the person that was holding all of those tests to see if, you know, people were able to join, and yeah. I have some fond memories of that game. Like, I played that game up into the last moment that the server got shut down. Because it was on the Wii, so they weren't gonna keep that server up forever. And I remember, like, I had stopped playing maybe in the last year that it was up, and then I found out, oh my god, they're gonna shut down the server, and so my character was logged in when that cord got plugged, like, when that button got pushed. So, that was pretty intense. But yeah. Good times. But yeah. If you've stuck around this long, let me know what you're thinking. I'm not part of a clan or anything like that for this game, because I lost touch, unfortunately, with most of those people. We didn't really give each other a lot of personal information about ourselves, so it's unfortunate, but that's what happens sometimes. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you're considering getting it. If you're not, just let me know so then I stop bugging you about it, because I have a terrible tendency to get annoying like that. But yeah, just let me know. I'll talk to you later. Bye.